Hello, everyone. Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get started. What does the Libra Collective, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement, what do we need to know for the week ahead, please? What do we need to know? We'll look into money, love, relationships, purpose, all the stuff, whatever comes out. Okay. Options. Yes, we have options even within the reading. Okay, so a lot of you have options. You may be focusing too much on one thing or person, and so you're not maybe seeing that there are other great options out there. So do some exploring. What else do we have? Remain open, Libra. We'll use tarot and oracle cards, and I'll share channeled messages as I receive them. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you. Happiness. This is positive energy. Positive energy flowing, flows around you, within you. So staying optimistic because there's a lot of good coming your way, Libra. What else do we have? Members will receive an extension to this reading tomorrow morning. All right. Fertility. Yay. This is like really giving me Empress and Queen of Wands vibes. Just saying, with the happiness and the fertility here. Look at that. And it can come in many forms, the fertility, right? This is a perfect time, though, to start a new project, fall in love maybe with something or someone, change jobs, give birth to a new abundant life. Hooray, Libras. All right. What else do we have? Ooh, say no. Yikes. Okay. So there's something, though, we need to say no to. So let me look into that, right? It could be say no to toxic connections, to tainted offers, any influences around you that are harmful in some way. We have angelic help. You're going to get help with it, though. I wanted to get a clarifier for the no, and now we have angelic help. So you will be supported by your guides as you work your way through something. This is about having angels who are near, ready to assist you in your growth, in accomplishing your divine life purpose. And I was just thinking, wouldn't it be cool to have like an angelic hotline and you just dial or text 777 or something or 1111, you know, hello, angelic assistance. How can I help you? You know, I love that. Yep. Maybe it is that simple. Maybe we make it complicated. Maybe we need to make the time for the stillness. All right, Libra. Ooh, jumpy. So we have the Three of Swords. Ooh, okay. Three of Swords. Nothing with it. I'm checking. Okay. All right. Okay. So there's some sort of, a door may have closed here, or communication may not be going well here with this Three of Swords underneath that options with the doors. It's a catalyst for change, though, whatever this is. Well, let's see what else we get. Getting something clairaudiently about something being kind of tucked away. Maybe you've been hanging on to something for a little while. What else do we have? It's like I get this energy off this card, like, so what? So be it. Like, you know, there's other options. I just feel some of you are already over whatever this is, this Three of Swords, whatever this aggravation, heartache, loss was. It feels like some of you have really made a decision that you're not letting it stop you, because maybe it has for a while. A lot of tears have been shed potentially. Yeah, it just, I get some of you feeling what's the word, just very unaffected by this. That's only obviously for some of you. Any of these messages are, right? Only take what resonates, but that's just one card. Okay, let's see what else we get. This is the Cheeky Tarot by Daniela Sanino. All the cards I use are down below. Ooh, Eight of Wands. So because of this, because of some sort of loss, you then have an Eight of Wands, which is energy, momentum. Things are able to move forward. There's maybe some sort of news coming in, some sort of news that's going to make you very happy. It's like sweet relief is what I'm hearing. Yeah, this is the direction you maybe wanted to go initially anyway. Interesting. Okay. What else? That's positive Positive energy flowing is clarified by the Eight of Wands. Like, can you believe that? And then you have that roaring river in the back. So really, something is moving forward. You're like, okay, fine, that door shut. Next door. And this one's better than the last. What else do we have? Ooh, look at you with the Fool card. This is new hope. This is new beginnings. Going forward with positive attitude, actually, that's helping them as they move forward. They know what they want. They're like, well, that was maybe not so great, but we've turned the page. And a lot of you really have. You've used it as, a lesson or an experience, and it's thank you next, right? Yeah, not carrying forward any of that, whatever this was, So this is great. That's what you have clarifying. It's the perfect time to start new projects, fall in love, change jobs, give birth to new abundance. And there it is. And I think a lot of you, you are, some of you feel maybe that you don't know the next steps, but it's like you are wise to a certain situation or industry. Like, you know what you're doing. I'm getting that very strongly, that you know what you're doing. Something that would have maybe made you nervous before, maybe having to make a change would have made you nervous. But now, because that door closed, whatever this is, you're like guided, pushed, however you want to look at it. And I feel like you're really embracing this change. What else? Really embracing it. And some of you had to say no to something or someone. You've had to leave some. Look at that. This is somebody who they know what they're committed to. They know what's real, what's ethical. They've learned the lessons. Remember? So I always say, and I didn't say it this one time, lessons, not luggage. Well, what do we get? We get a card about lessons, about spiritual wisdom in some way. This is maybe a new approach is coming in, or not a new approach. I mean, it could be. If it were in reverse, I'd say that. But it feels as though some of you, like a path that was previously blocked, the gate now opens. It's an amazing gate of opportunity, I guess. A golden gate, because the door is gold there. So yeah, what else do we have? Ooh, King of Pentacles in reverse. This is what you're saying no to, okay? This could be overspending. This could be excess, overindulgence, greed. Somebody who's like shady, right? Doing shady deals, business. You're getting angelic assistance with that. Some of you, it's very spiritual too. You're leaning into your spirituality. This is about having faith too as you make a change, okay? So when I see these cards now together, I get it. This is even somebody that on the outside, they might look like they have it all. They've got things put together, but then it's like their life's a mess maybe. So I'm not going to make this about them. Right. But I do get this energy of somebody who maybe has this stubborn kind of fixed energy or way of doing things. And they're not in the right this time. Things need to change. Something needs to change. And you're the authority of your own life, of your plans, of how you're going to go forward. So that I feel like you are saying no to whatever influences around you that are holding you back, keeping you stuck or keeping you small in some way. And again, that's where you have that angelic assistance. Let's get some signs from spirit cards right now, actually. Clarify a little of this before we move on with more tarot. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, schoolhouseintuitive.com. Thanks. And what else? I'm hearing the name Pedro. And then I'm hearing something about like all in, something about being all in. And something kind of to me too, there's this energy of, there's a question mark of, is somebody treating something as a game? Or maybe not taking something so seriously, like it's okay to explore and experiment and try different things. We have lion. Yes, it's more than okay. There's that lion energy, all very fiery energy. This is stepping into your power. This is acting with strength after that loss, realizing, yes, I have many options here. This is letting your passion, your integrity take the lead in your life, and you're following your passions, and you're doing so unapologetically. Unapologetically moving forward. with a new option. This is like fortune after difficulty is what it feels like. Oof, nymph. Okay. And I'm actually getting the name Stuart. Okay, so just take it or leave it. So this is about you having the ability to transform and grow on a soul level. And remember, though, it's often in the simplest things that you discover the greatest joys. It's reminding me of your reading on Thursday where, one little thing changes everything. It's the ultimate transformation. And that reading had to do with your personal power. What else do we have as you move forward? Libra, Troll. See clearly, be brave, and prepare to transform obstacles into opportunities. That's what I said, like fortune after difficulty. Yeah, obstacles into opportunity. So opportunity after obstacle. So this is about personal growth and staying the course no matter what. Even if you have a whole group of people or your family or somebody, or you're going against the church or something, it's like you know what's right. And you know what you're committed to, and you know the path that's right for you, and that's what you're doing. Just saw 1111 on the timer. That reminds me that you have that angelic help, and you will succeed. You will accomplish this. Oh my goodness, and you will obtain your castle. Wow, this is about an aura of safety and protection surrounding you. Focus on nurturing what you love and keep building toward the future you envision. Not what this guy envisions, what you envision. Your castle. They're out of the mix, right? They're out of here. Okay, castle. And next, that's what Libra's saying. They're going, yeah, thanks. Next, elder. For a lot of you, you are that wise voice, or you are seeking the support. When we have the Hierophant here, it does feel like you could be, learning something new. I'm actually picking up on shamanism right now too. This is about sharing your wisdom and being a source of peace and inspiration. Your experience is a treasure that lights the way for those around you. That's why you have the Fool card with the Hierophant and their disciples. Now, even if it's not in a religious sense, this is some sort of something organized. You have the new beginning here, right? You're using your wisdom, the lessons you bring forward. Wow, this could be a whole new life for you. Let's see what else we have. There are three things right now I'm getting. There are three things relating to money, finances, decision making. It could be even people. There are three things we need to let go of, though. We need to unblock, unstick. Three things. Give us three. Thanks. I was hearing three. I saw them clairvoyantly, but I don't know what they are. They had these three laid out. Let's see. One. Okay, so this is a blocked crown chakra. You could be experiencing narrow-mindedness, greed, materialism, excessive egoism. I think that's actually something in your environment, or there's something in your environment that's making you feel that way in some way. Because when I have a card with grapes on it in the reverse, that's what I think of. Environmental changes are necessary. This is also about unblocking that seventh chakra. That's the one connecting your crown, connecting you to the divine. So to heal your crown chakra, practice living a minimalist life. We did get that message of like excess is not going to help. It's clogging the energy. It's taking up too much space, maybe literally even. So this is using crystals, going outside, helping you experience spiritual growth and feel more connected to the universe. That's our last reading. Connection to the universe. Amazing. What else, please? Oh, scarcity mindset. Yeah. Some of you are, feeling as though you do not have enough. Again, it's that greed, maybe not that you are, but I'm just saying it's like sometimes we feel as though we never have enough. It's like, oh, I'll be happy when, or this. No, a scarcity mindset makes it difficult to move forward, to achieve goals, right? You want to make room for the new. And that's what this whole reading, I feel like, is about. You're making room for the new, or a lot of it anyway. This is practicing being grateful. It puts you in a more positive state of mind. And you want to be in that positive mindset when you're trying to attract and manifest, right? So this is going to allow you to see more opportunities around you. You have options for happiness, for fertility. but there's something here or someone that we need to say no to it. Thumbs down, right? Thumbs up to this video though, if you enjoy it, thanks. All right, what else? One more. I'm hearing right now this thing almost like about a sibling and or someone close to you who maybe once felt like a brother or sister, and it's like either you can't be bothered with their shenanigans or they can't be bothered by you in some way. Like I get this energy of like, oh, sorry to bother you. I kind of feel this, and it feels kind of manipulative, I must say. I don't love the energy for you. I think that might be what some of you are saying no to, and it could be hard because it is someone you were close with or you're expected to get along with. So, yeah, I actually feel brotherly energy, kind of, or yes, is somebody who thinks they're an authority over you in some way because maybe they're a little older or wiser. Just because someone's older doesn't make them wiser, right? Let's see what else we have. Yeah, so what else? Whoa. Ignoring little details. Could be something in the way here blocking. So this is about those little details making a big difference. So appreciating the details, Libra, using the little stuff to your advantage. This is about maybe doing that extra thing that others don't. I've talked about it before on the channel, like when I order crystals or cards or whatever. I love it when they throw in a little like handwritten note, or some people have that like hot wax seal, on the package, or they do the tissue paper and then they'll do like a hot wax seal. Just those little things, I love that, and it just makes a difference. It sets them apart from other people, like, or they're the ones who, I've had some people include like a really nice crystal, and I'm like, this would be like $25, and they put it in as a gift. I mean, that is memorable, right? So I'm not saying you have to give things away, but there's just this little extra. Again, even if you're, you tie up things up with like a little special bow, or you're just putting your little extra signature on things, like how do you do it? Maybe you're, if you're an artist, you open your show a certain way, or you sign your work a certain way. There's just something, just going that extra little bit can help. If you have an interview, thanking them with a handwritten note, that makes you stand out. That's something a lot of people don't do anymore. Follow up with a thank you. If it's not handwritten, at least an email to the team, make it feel personal in some way, so they don't forget about you. You want to be unforgettable, really, if you want to be chosen. Okay, so this is yeah, that's just separating you in a good way, ahead, better. Yeah, let's get okay. Let's get more tarot. Okay, you get all excited. What else do we have? Like, for example, this channel, okay? I'm a little different than other viewers. Not many of us have the side view. It's overhead, or it's their face, or it's, that's, I have, like, I love to create a pretty atmosphere for people. I have a lot of Cancerian energy in my chart and Libra, and it's like, they're the ultimate homemakers. They love making people feel comfortable. So that's what I mean. This is where I'm different in that way, so it just, whatever suits you, or I have a table that looks like water. That's my signature. That's my thing that I do here, So what is your thing? Think about it. What will your signature be on whatever it is you're doing or creating? How do you stand out in a good way? What sets you apart? What makes you more memorable as a date if you're dating, One time. No, I probably shouldn't get into this. Never mind. Okay. Page of Swords. Here we go. Page of Swords. I try not to let my distractions take me on another road. But anyway, Page of Swords here. Some of you are hesitating, possibly. I actually am getting the word scammers. Like, somebody, I feel, in your past energy really kind of did a number as far as breaking trust, it looks like. So it feels like you might be a little hesitant to. There's nothing wrong with waiting for clarity, just don't miss the boat, when it's your turn, when you have an opportunity here for happiness. We don't want to miss it. Don't let your fear and anxiety, moon card, take over. Okay. What else do we have? Bottom. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I looked. I wasn't going to. Four of Wands. Dreams do come true with the little ladybug. Divine timing, right? It's all about divine timing. Not the whole thing, but this is definitely an accomplishment. And here's another card about possibly your home environment needs to change, and there could be a delay, or something was overlooked on somebody's part. It's a little bit of a holdup, but your wish has been granted. Okay, you have a wish granted here. You're on your way to that castle, whatever you consider to be your castle. But it's where you're comfortable and where you'll be able to grow. Okay, that's what's going to set you up for that fertility. You want to plant in nutrient-rich soil. You know, if you're planting something, if you're also, by the way, when we're in the middle of creating, and we're so you have a project you're working on or something, I have mixed feelings, as I do with a lot of things. I can, Libra, right? I can always see different perspectives well, and sometimes I think, yeah, we should put out there, what it is we're doing, and let people know. But I tend to actually keep it private because, intentionally or not, sometimes people can plant fears or anxieties or something we didn't quite think about, and it distracts us away from what we were focusing on when we're trying to create something. Like if you show somebody a website you're developing and it's not quite finished, they might like tune in to things that you hadn't thought about yet because you're really focused over here on this thing, and like you just didn't get to that yet. But then it like takes you all off course and you're like, oh, but maybe they're right, and da da da. They're not the ones doing it, right? And even if they've created their own website, you're putting your extra secret sauce on whatever you're doing. Okay, so sprinkle it with your love, put your signature on it, and don't tell people about certain things you're trying to create, manifest, before they've actually been delivered to you, because it opens it up for opinions, good or bad, right? And it can change the energy. It can change the energy. So when you think about it, from I was just talking about planting in rich soil, we don't plant our seeds out in the open, right? They're planted in the ground generally, usually, right? They're planted below the surface. So maybe you have something going on below the surface. You've stumbled upon some fertile soil here, and you're working on something. Well, good, great. Let people come see it, or showcase. Show it to people that that you want to see it when it's more developed, right? When it's further along. So that's something we talk about a lot, but I just feel like you don't want the burden of their energy too on whatever it is you're trying to create, because they could unintentionally actually destroy it in some way. Even if you're like, no, I can show it to them and I don't care what they think. We do care. And even if they don't overtly say something to us, just their energy could change how excited you are even about something. So that's it. I mean, let me know what you think, or don't. It doesn't matter. You can share your opinion below. That's fine. But transformation here. Death card. Okay. I actually, death card with the moon, very interesting. I think some of you are going through like major glow ups, major spiritual. It's like you're getting secrets to the universe, is what it feels like to me. Trust yourself. Okay. You're putting an end or stop to something. This is what's clarifying the say no. You're being guided and helped through this transformation. Again, your last reading had to do with this total transformation in one small step in personal growth or whatever area in your life. It like leads to all these new options. And then your next reading, you get options to happiness and fertility. But there's something here, a fear, an anxiety, a guilt trip, whatever it might be, that needs to stop. Overspending, excess of anything, overdoing it too much, giving too much, to situations or people that are depleting us. But I feel as though, we need to get on like stable ground before we are inviting in other energies into whatever it is we're doing. Oh my goodness. So now here is a card of fertility. Okay, of solid ground. This is the Queen of Pentacles. I love that she comes in and she overrides that King of Pentacles. This is the angelic help. This is you having your itch together, right? You've got it all together. You've got it going on. You're stable and you're focused. You're focused on that pentacle. You've gained the the wisdom, the knowledge, from all these lessons and experiences beforehand. And it's like your perspective may have really changed on something. Maybe you used to really seek outside yourself for answers and wisdom, and now you rely on yourself first. Or maybe that's advice from spirit to really, go within. This energy is not all out there. She's focusing on within. She's focusing on what she needs to be ultimately secure, and she's being practical about things here. This is really bringing in new prosperity, that's going to last with you for a while. Okay, it's like, yeah, I think because, there's something here too where it's like, something that, this loss or this heartache or whatever it was, ultimately, it's almost in a way like we could look at it as a blessing or a blunder, I guess, because, yeah, or, like a stumbling block versus a stepping stone. It's like your perspective really matters here. And so as you remember things, it's kind of as though you're, letting go of previous versions of yourself, either a box other people put you in or you've done to yourself. You're ignoring all that now, and it's really leading to a lot of abundance for you. Just that one shift in perspective, that could be the one thing that changes everything. Or taking care of your physicality or your environment in general, either internal or external environment. That's been coming up in your last couple of readings too. Really shifting, focusing on wellness overall, not just one area. Maybe you excel in one or two areas, but you're neglecting one or two areas. We really need everything to kind of be in balance, right? So that's what's coming in with that. Queen of Pentacles, fabulous, fabulous energy. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely this shift in perspective. Let's get it. Oh, okay. We're going to get this one. And these are the two that were sticking out. So here we go. You have the Hangman. And I just said the perspective. I was getting that from this card with the transformation. And in this card, you'll notice they're all reacting differently to death. We have curiosity. We have grief. We have someone else just like passed right out. We have this person leaning into their spirituality. Like, which one are you going to be? Or are you something else, And so we all have our own, again, opinions and views, and really needing to focus on on what you want and yours. And that's the thing. The Two of Pentacles will distract us. They're turning their back on those boats in the background. Like they're not going to lose their footing, so to speak. What's really cool is, if you see it, you see the figure 4 and the figure 4. Yeah, this is 44 too. Maybe you connect with the number, but you have 444 now in your reading. You have the 4 of Wands. You have the this figure 4. You have this 4. Now, what that's letting me know is that you have this like divine guidance. Again, you have angelic help here, and 444 is the divine intervention, letting you know you are being guided on this right path. Every step of the way. You might not always feel it or see it, but it's there. Right? And I think because some of you have not turned to the dark side. You haven't let your experiences make you become that ugly thing that harmed you or that had a hold on you at one time. You're higher, you're better than that. The lights just flickered here. You probably couldn't see it, but I have it here because I have such bright light on this table. When the other lights flicker, you don't see it, but yeah, that just happened. So not letting someone disrupt you, getting that quiet time, that stillness, tuning inward. Okay, turning inward. This always reminds me, turning inward for ultimate abundance, happiness, and clarity, even, and really being able to thrive in your current environment or a new environment, whatever you decide to put yourself in. I think some of you need that stillness or needing to get out in nature for better balance overall. I think, again, as I said, one area is take one or two areas. I think there's actually two areas that are totally, or two people or whatever it is, that are really taking over your health. And I see that getting untwisted. I actually see this 8 that's like basically tangled going round and round. I see it breaking. So clairvoyantly, I'm seeing that break. So I feel like you are getting on the right track here. But there's that new day dawning in this card, okay? You have the Fool card, which is like sun is shining, right? Now I'm hearing Bob Marley sing "Sun Is Shining," that song. Bob Marley and the Wailers. Anyway, yeah. So, and then this, I feel like it's like another sun is shining kind of card, right, around their head. So I feel like you're that ultimate light keeper in a way, in whatever this is, and you're the one who's really going to, again, like, need to be brave in order to transform and make whatever those obstacles were, they're now options for you. Yeah, so this is just stay the course, be a little stubborn yourself, unapologetically too. So, all right. Some things you've really had to bend on. You've had to be adaptable. I always think of that when I think of the hangman, that they've, look at how that flexible they have to even be in that pose. And so I feel like it's reminding us, friends, we need to be open to these options. Despite all those obstacles and hurts and losses, we need to be open to more wins. And I think a lot of you are positioning yourself in such a way you're gonna just be like bringing in the opportunity. Beautiful, beautiful victories here. Anything else? Let's see. Oh, squeaky chair. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Let's get. I think we'll use this deck. I don't know the name of it. Okay, it's by Midnight Oracle. Didn't put a name on the back. This was years ago, so there it is. Midnight Oracle. Found them on Etsy. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. So this is, a missed opportunity, right? So this is also feeling, like, I don't care anymore. It's kind of like that bratty child leaning up against a tree, like, I don't want that, and something else is being delivered, and it's like they're not even seeing it. They're missing these opportunities. They've got the blinders on because they've been hurt before. So, and there's no criticism. I get in that spot myself too. We all do it, I think, from time to time. And it's like getting yourself out of that energy, get excited again, get excited about these opportunities. I'll open up, at least be open, right? At least hear somebody out, maybe. Unless you know exactly what they're going to, if it's that person that you need to say no to, then forget it. But we have this Eight of Swords, and that's like, and the Four of Wands again. There's a Four of Wands, and it's in reverse here. So when the Four of Wands is in reverse, remember, you do have it the upright, but when it's in reverse, it's like a lack of support. It's but you're getting yourself out of that energy. The Eight of Swords in reverse. So you have the Four of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse. This is like something that feels controlling in some way. Maybe it's your home environment. Again, I keep getting that. When I get fours like that too, I think of your home and stability and security and all that. And I feel like there's a better way, and you're seeing that. And let me get another card. This is about relationships, right? So there could be something in your immediate environment that's making you feel stuck when you're not actually stuck. All I have to do is take that one small step, and they're free. Look at that. They're free. I love how she did this card. Anyway, oh my goodness, sweet freedom. Here we are. There it is. And it specifically says happy home. Some of you have your home environment, or where you spend a lot of time. Could be work, sure. It could be family in general. But this is tested your patience. You've had to be the flexible one. Look what she's doing there. She's bending over backwards, basically, right? But there's a point where, you want to be flexible, but not to the point where you're like, you break your back doing it, right? So this is a victory, though. This is a win. This is the rainbow. Rainbow. We've got rainbow here. It makes me think of Ten of Cups energy, the rainbow over the water. Dream come true. Yeah. Because again, you have the Four of Wands. That's another victory. That's victory. Absolutely. So happy home, feeling happy in your environment overall. Maybe you're finally going to have, a happy relationship with those that you spend your most time with, and maybe they're cats or dogs, and that's fine too. My best relationships seem to be with non-humans. All right. Oh, guess I didn't need to reveal that, but now you know. No. All right. So, by the way, if you're interested in love and relationships, I did something I hardly ever do, and I did that reading for you last week, a love and relationship reading. Well, it was kind of this week. It was like 5 days ago, 6 days. Anyway, and also, if you haven't checked out your 2026 month-by-month forecast, check that out too. Very interesting year, cool year ahead. more progress for us. I really do think that. And yeah, so we have following the heart here with Knight of Cups, or it could be someone has a crush on Libra. Seven of Swords here. This is someone who is probably not going to get Libra, though. I just have to say, when I have this card coming out, the Seven of Swords, and then we have the Page of Pentacles here. There's some sort of, I feel that you're not looking for that immature person who doesn't have their life straightened out. You very much, there's another sunflower, by the way. So you have sunflower. It's like, I think you're turning to where you need to focus your attention. Again, you're not being distracted. You're not losing your footing. And yeah, there's one thing being flexible and open, but you're not going to make a fool of yourself, doing it. So speaking very bluntly here. All right. So we looked into some money stuff. We looked into love. Let's get, no, we did that already. Let's go ahead and get Libra some high vibing. How do we stay high vibing this week? High vibing. Little schoolhouse homework. If you enjoy the reading, please do like, share, subscribe, hype the video, leave a comment. It seriously helps, and I very much appreciate it. It's like a one small ask, to do any of those things. Yeah, so anyway, a new focus here. Okay, so here it is, new focus, new year, new focus. We have, if you're unhappy with your job, in your relationship, with your body, find something about the situation that does make you happy. For example, I really like the filtered water at work, or it makes me happy that my partner takes out the trash, or it's so great that my legs can carry me around town. When you focus on things like that, you change your body's response. It changes your whole energy field. The situation might not be different, but your perspective will be. Hello, perspective will be. Your perspective, there it is, it's again, Hanged Man. It's a whole reading. It's all about changing your perspective. Changing your perspective on one little thing can change everything and open up these doors. You're going to be overcoming these obstacles that were once just there, and they were so, maybe some of you too, you're getting rid of a lot of stuff, just the excess. Our only card in reverse for the Cheeky Tarot is the King of Pentacles. That stands out to me. That is like, needs to be addressed. We're saying no, we're sweeping the floor, we're doing whatever we need to do. And it's not just about cosmetics here. It's about, and I don't mean makeup, I mean how something looks, right? It's not just about, oh, I'm going to clean up so it looks better. No, it's like you want to feel better. It's not just going to look better, you're going to feel better. If you make one small health change, you're going to feel better. You're not just going to look better. You're not doing it so that other people think, oh, she's hot, he's hot. Oh. No, it's so that you feel better. I feel you have your priorities in order, and that's going to make all the difference. Your priorities are in order, and now the universe is promising you, a lot of you, right, promising you opportunities, options, growth, fertility, happiness. I love it. Love it. All right. Oh, I'm just talking. Okay, here we go. Daily crystal card. Daily crystal inspiration. That's the deck I'm using. Here we go. And we have rhodochrosite. Remember your worth. Remember your worth. And pyrite. Let the money flow in. When you remember your worth, you're going to be letting the abundance flow. It's all about it. It's all about it. You got it. All right. What else? Let's get another sign from Spirit, please. Then we'll get our animal card, our angel number, and we'll be out. Maybe we'll get a galactic angel card too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Remember how I pointed out the sun in all the cards? I don't always do that. You don't even have the sun card, but now you do. Ding, ding, ding. And also, you had sunflowers. I did point those out too. Turn in the direction of what brings you the most joy, okay? What lights you up? What makes you the best version of yourself? And again, put your special sauce on something, your signature. All right, so regardless of the challenges you've encountered, hope is emerging. Full card. Embrace happiness and step confidently into a radiant future. The future is bright for you. Don't forget it. Remember it. Write it down. Okay. All right. Maybe really write it down. Bring it into existence. Let's go. Let's go. What do we have? Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Swan becoming. Card 29, heart chakra. I think you're becoming who you were always meant to be, or who you always were. You're just maybe coming out with it, showing the world the real you for some of you, letting go of what isn't authentic. You're not wearing the mask in that Seven of Swords, right? This is becoming who you were born to be and letting your true self emerge. I don't know about you, but I'm happy for you. What else? 88. Oh my gosh. Let's add a little more light and sunshine here with 88. Sign of enlightenment. You have achieved wisdom and you find success. And just because I'm nosy, let's get a Galactic Angel card. Okay. What do the Galactic Angels have to say? All right. And this one. All right. Yes. This reminds me of the Four of Wands because I always see them as sort of like doing a victory dance. Well, here you go. Dance like nobody's watching. Find a way to connect with the innocent energy of your soul. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm wishing you a fantastic week. I don't even think I mentioned this is for the week of where are we now? The 12th to the 18th. Yeah, the 12th of January to the 18th of January. So wishing you a fabulous week.